After 50, something changes. Maybe you felt it, that slow fade, that quiet doubt creeping in where confidence used to live. You tell yourself it's just age, just part of getting older. But what if you're wrong? What if the real enemy isn't time, but the invisible mistakes you're making right now? Mistakes so subtle you don't even notice them. Mistakes that, piece by piece, are stealing your strength, your vitality, your manhood. Think about it. Erectile dysfunction doesn't just happen. Low testosterone isn't just bad luck. That ache, that frustration, that slow surrender to the couch, they're not inevitable. They're the result of silent killers, things you do every single day without realizing the damage they're doing. And here's the terrifying part. Most men never see it coming. They blame their blood pressure, their stress, their genes. But the truth is much simpler and much more fixable. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. We're exposing the 5 hidden mistakes draining your virility, mistakes your doctor might not even warn you about. And mistake number 4, it's so counterintuitive, it shocks even the experts. This isn't just another health talk, this is a wake-up call. And by the time this video ends, you'll never look at your health the same way again. Listen, I get it. You've been told for years that your body just naturally slows down after 50, that a fading sex drive, weaker erections, and declining energy are just part of getting older. But what if I told you? That's a lie. I've spent years researching men's health, and I've seen the same pattern over and over again. Most guys start noticing changes, real changes in their performance, their confidence, and their drive. And the first thing they do, they blame age. They tell themselves, I guess this is just how it is now. Maybe I'm past my prime. I should probably just accept it. But here's the truth. Aging isn't the problem. It's the habits we pick up along the way, the small, silent mistakes we don't even realize we're making, the daily choices that slowly, quietly strip away the very things that make you feel like a man. Because here's what the science says. Erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, shrinking size, loss of confidence, these things don't just happen out of nowhere. There's always a reason. And if you know the reason, you can fix it. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So here's how this works. I'm about to walk you through 5 of the biggest silent mistakes that are killing your manhood after 50. Things you might be doing right now without even realizing how much damage they're causing. These aren't random theories. They're backed by science, research, and real men who have turned things around by fixing these issues. And trust me, you'll want to hear all 5 because mistake number 4. Even doctors are stunned by how much damage it causes. Ready? Let's get started with mistake number 1, the silent blood flow killer that's destroying men's performance across the world. Mistake number 1, sitting too much. One of the worst things you can do for your manhood is something most of us do every single day. Sit. Too much sitting crushes your blood flow, weakens key muscles, and sets off a chain reaction that leads to weak erections, loss of sensitivity, and even shrinkage over time. But there's good news. This one is easier to fix than you think. Let me ask you something. How much time do you spend sitting every day? Think about it. Your morning coffee? Sitting, driving to work? Sitting, hours at a desk. Sitting, even relaxing at night on the couch watching TV. More sitting. It seems harmless, right? Just part of modern life. But here's what most men don't realize. Sitting is destroying your manhood. And I'm not talking about just feeling stiff or having a sore back. I mean real damage that's cutting off blood flow, weakening the very muscles responsible for your erections, and even causing shrinkage over time. Sounds extreme? Stick with me because the science behind this is shocking. Why sitting is killing your performance. When you sit for long periods, something terrible happens to your blood flow. Your body is designed to move, but when you're seated, especially in a slouched position, the arteries that send blood to your lower body get compressed. Less blood flow means less oxygen, less nutrient delivery, and less circulation where it matters most. And here's where it gets worse. Over time, This lack of circulation actually weakens the blood vessels, responsible for your erections. Think of it like a garden hose. If you step on it for hours every day, what happens? Water trickles instead of flowing strong. That's exactly what's happening inside your body when you sit too much. And if you don't fix it, that trickle turns into a full-blown circulation problem. The kind that leads to weaker erections, loss of sensation, and even a permanent reduction in size. Think working out a few times a week saves you. And think again. Studies show prolonged sitting erases those benefits. You could be hitting the gym 3 days a week. But if you're sitting for 8, 10, or even 12 hours a day, that damage is still happening. The good news? There's a way to reverse it. And it doesn't require hours in the gym or crazy lifestyle changes. Let me tell you about Mark. Mark is 58. He's always been in decent shape. Goes to the gym a couple of times a week. Eats pretty well, no major health issues. But over the past couple of years, he started noticing something was off. His energy was dipping. His performance in the bedroom wasn't what it used to be. And worst of all, he felt like he was losing size. At first, he brushed it off. Maybe it was just stress or normal aging. But as time went on, he couldn't ignore it. He tried supplements. He even went to his doctor, but nothing changed. And then one day, he came across a study about how prolonged sitting literally shrinks the tissues in the pelvic area by cutting off blood supply. Mark thought about his daily routine, and it hit him like a ton of bricks. He was sitting all day long, hours at his desk, hours watching TV. Even at the gym, he'd do his workout, but then go right back to sitting. And once he made a few simple changes, his energy came back, his performance improved. And as for the size issue, let's just say his confidence returned. How to restore blood flow in minutes. If you're hearing this and thinking, well, great, now what? Relax. The solution is simple, and it doesn't involve giving up your job, quitting Netflix, or standing all day like a lunatic. Step 1, move every 30 minutes. Even just 2 minutes of standing or light movement, every 30 minutes can make a huge difference. Studies show that getting up, stretching, or walking around for even a couple of minutes helps restore circulation and keeps your blood vessels healthy. Set a timer if you have to. Stand up, stretch, shake out your legs. Your manhood will thank you. Step 2, the 5-minute circulation routine. If you really want to restore blood flow and undo the damage, try this quick 5-minute routine daily. Body weight squats, 30 seconds. Squats activate the muscles in your legs and pelvis, forcing fresh blood to circulate. Glute bridges, 30 seconds. Lying on your back, lifting your hips. This strengthens the key muscles that support strong blood flow. Leg swings, 30 seconds each leg. This opens up the hip area, where a lot of blood flow gets trapped when you sit. Standing marches, 1 minute. Marching in place pumps blood through the lower body and wakes everything up. Do this once a day, especially if you've been sitting a lot. You'll feel the difference. Step 3, sit smarter. Here's something most guys don't think about. Your sitting position matters. If you're sitting on a hard chair all day, the pressure on your pelvis is even worse. Try using a cushion designed to relieve pressure in that area. It helps keep circulation flowing, reducing the long-term damage of prolonged sitting. Now that we've fixed blood flow, let's talk about another silent killer, one that's starving men's performance without them even realizing it. Mistake number 2, nutrient deficiencies. Most guys are starving their sexual health without even knowing it. Your body needs key nutrients, magnesium, L-arginine, zinc, vitamin D, to keep your testosterone high, your blood vessels strong, and your nerves firing properly. But modern diets, they strip these nutrients away, and when you don't have them, let's just say things down there don't work the way they should. Most guys think of testosterone as something that just declines with age, a slow, inevitable drop, like watching your favorite team lose season after season, nothing you can do about it. But what if I told you that decline, it's not just aging. In fact, for millions of men, it's something far more preventable. And it all comes down to 2 tiny nutrients that your body desperately needs, but that you're almost definitely not getting enough of. That's right. I'm talking about magnesium and L-arginine. These two little powerhouses are directly responsible for keeping your testosterone levels high, your blood flowing strong, and your energy on point. And yet, over half of men over 50 are running dangerously low on them. The worst part, most guys have no idea this is happening. They just assume they're feeling sluggish, foggy, or unmotivated because, well, that's just aging, right? Wrong. Why these two nutrients matter? Let's break this down. First, magnesium. This mineral is a game changer for testosterone. Your body needs magnesium to produce and regulate testosterone, but here's the problem. Modern diets are practically stripped of it. Decades ago, food was richer in magnesium, but thanks to soil depletion and processed foods, most guys are running dangerously low. And when you don't have enough magnesium, your testosterone plummets, you feel sluggish, you struggle to focus. Your drive, both in life and in the bedroom, just isn't there. Now let's talk about L-arginine. This amino acid is your body's natural blood flow booster. It helps produce nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open up and send blood where it needs to go. And when blood flow is strong, let's just say, everything functions exactly as it should. But when you're deficient, blood vessels get lazy, circulation weakens, and over time that means, well, you can guess, weaker performance, lower stamina, and the kind of frustration no man wants to deal with. And here's the scary part. Low magnesium and L-arginine don't just affect your testosterone and performance, they also contribute to heart disease, high blood pressure, and chronic fatigue. Meaning, the symptoms you might be writing off as just getting older could actually be a warning sign that your body is starving for these essential nutrients. Let me introduce you to Dave. Dave is 56, works hard, stays relatively active. He's not exactly a health nut, but he takes care of himself. Or so he thought. Over the last few years, something started changing. He felt tired all the time. No matter how much he slept, he woke up groggy. His focus at work shot. And worst of all, his drive, both for life and for intimacy, was fading fast. At first, he blamed stress. Then he blamed his job. Then he blamed aging. But here's what Dave didn't know. His body was severely low in magnesium. And because magnesium plays a critical role in testosterone production, his levels had been quietly dropping for years. His doctor never mentioned it. He had no idea. Then by sheer luck, he came across research about magnesium and testosterone. He decided to give it a shot, upping his magnesium intake through food and supplements. And within weeks, Dave noticed the change. His energy back, his focus sharp, and as for his performance, let's just say his wife noticed too. Dave's story isn't unique. It's happening to millions of men who have no idea that something so simple could be causing so much damage. How to reclaim your nutrient levels naturally. The good news? Fixing this isn't complicated. You don't need expensive hormone therapy or some exotic miracle pill. You just need to fuel your body with the right nutrients. Step 1, eat more magnesium-rich foods. First, let's tackle magnesium. The best natural sources? Dark chocolate, yes, really. Go for 85% cacao or higher. Pumpkin seeds, one of the highest sources of magnesium. Spinach and leafy greens, nutrient-packed and easy to add to meals. Almonds and cashews, great snacks loaded with magnesium. Make these foods a daily habit and you'll start feeling the difference. Step 2, power up with L-arginine foods. Now let's boost your blood flow with L-arginine-rich foods. Here's what you need. Grass-fed beef and turkey, amazing sources of L-arginine. Wild-caught salmon, double benefits, healthy fats and circulation support. Walnuts and peanuts, great for snacks, great for performance. These foods naturally increase nitric oxide, keeping blood vessels wide open and circulation strong. Step 3, consider high-quality supplements. Now, let's be real. Not every guy is going to eat perfectly every day. That's where supplementation comes in. If you want to guarantee you're getting enough, look for magnesium glycinate or citrate, more absorbable than cheap magnesium oxide. L-arginine supplements, A solid option if you're not eating enough high-arginine foods. Just one simple tweak, adding a magnesium supplement before bed, can help you sleep better, recover faster, and boost testosterone naturally. And now that we've covered nutrition, let's talk about something even more dangerous, something hiding in your medicine cabinet right now. Mistake number 3, medications that sabotage you. Some of the most common medications, ones millions of men take daily, are secretly wrecking their performance. Blood pressure meds, antidepressants, even certain painkillers can lower testosterone, block nerve signals, and drain your drive. But don't worry, if you're on any of these, I'll show you doctor-approved alternatives that won't kill your manhood. You trust your doctor, you follow the advice, you take the pills, and without realizing it, your manhood starts slipping away. Energy lower, drive fading, performance hit or miss. You chalk it up to stress, aging, bad luck, but what if the real problem isn't you? What if it's something sitting quietly in your medicine cabinet right now? Because here's the brutal truth. Some of the most commonly prescribed medications for men over 50 are directly wrecking testosterone, damaging blood flow, and silently robbing you of your performance. The worst part? Most men, and even many doctors, never make the connection. The hidden dangers of common medications. Side effects, you see them listed on the bottle, but who really pays attention? Well, here's why you should. Certain drugs, prescribed every single day, are known to cause erectile dysfunction, sap testosterone, and weaken circulation. The top offenders: blood pressure medications, beta blockers, diuretics, antidepressants, SSRIs, SNRIs, statins, cholesterol-lowering drugs. These medications are given out like candy. You might even be on one right now. And while they serve a purpose, they also come with a serious price. One most doctors don't warn you about. Let's break it down. Blood pressure medications, the silent circulation killers. Your heart health matters. High blood pressure is a real threat. But what most men don't realize is that some blood pressure meds actually restrict blood flow. Not just to your heart, but everywhere else too. Beta blockers and diuretics, for example, can narrow blood vessels and reduce nitric oxide production, the very thing that keeps your circulation strong and your erections firm. You might be taking them for heart protection, but in the process, they're choking the very system that keeps you feeling like a man. Antidepressants, the testosterone suppressors. Next up, antidepressants. Depression is serious, and if you need medication, you should take it. But here's the catch. Many popular antidepressants, particularly SSRIs and SNRIs, lower testosterone and numb sexual desire. Some men report complete loss of sensation. Others find it harder and harder to get aroused. And the worst part? This isn't just while you're taking the medication. In some cases, these effects persist even after stopping. Statins, the cholesterol T lowering trap. Doctors love statins. They lower cholesterol, reduce heart attack risk, and are often prescribed as a preventative measure. But here's what they don't tell you. Testosterone is made from cholesterol. That's right. Your body needs cholesterol to produce healthy levels of testosterone. So when statins aggressively block cholesterol, they also cripple your testosterone production. Lower testosterone means lower energy, less muscle, and, of course, poorer performance in the bedroom. Let's talk about Walter. Walter is 62, retired, and by all accounts he's doing everything right. He eats well, he stays active, he takes his doctor-prescribed medications every single day. But over time, something changed. He felt drained, constantly tired. His workouts weren't delivering results like before. And when it came to the bedroom, frustration. At first he blamed stress, then aging, but deep down, something didn't feel right. One day, after talking to a more open-minded doctor, he learned that his medications could be the problem. His blood pressure pills, restricting circulation. His statin, suppressing testosterone. His antidepressant, muting his drive. With his doctor's help, Walter switched to a different blood pressure medication, adjusted his cholesterol treatment, and started using natural mood-supporting strategies. And within weeks, the difference was night and day. His energy returned, his mood lifted, and when the lights went off, well, let's just say his wife was very happy with the changes. Walter's story isn't unique. It's happening to millions of men. The difference is, most never figure it out. The fix: smarter, safer alternatives. So what can you do? Do you just stop taking your meds? Absolutely not. But you do have options. Step 1. Talk to your doctor about alternatives. Not all blood pressure meds kill circulation. Not all antidepressants crush testosterone. There are better options, but your doctor won't suggest them unless you ask. If you're on medication and struggling with performance issues, it's time to have that conversation. Step 2. Strengthen your heart naturally. Many men end up on these medications because their heart health declines. But here's the good news. You can support your heart without wrecking your performance. Simple changes like adding more beets and garlic to your diet both naturally increase nitric oxide. Taking omega-3s reduces inflammation and supports circulation. Doing daily movement, even just walking, improves heart health. These steps help keep your blood vessels open and your circulation strong without needing performance-wrecking meds. Step 3. Boost testosterone naturally. If you're on statins or antidepressants, it's even more important to actively support your testosterone. That means strength training. Nothing boosts testosterone like lifting heavy. Getting enough healthy fats, eggs, avocados, nuts, all great for hormone health. Prioritizing deep sleep. Testosterone is produced at night. Sleep deprivation kills it. Making these small but powerful shifts can counteract the effects of medication and keep your body working the way it's meant to. Now let's talk about something even more shocking. Something that's stealing your testosterone while you sleep. Mistake number 4. Sleep apnea stealing your testosterone. Here's the one that shocks even the doctors. Your nighttime breathing might be silently destroying your testosterone levels. Sleep apnea cuts off oxygen while you sleep, and without enough oxygen, your body can't produce the testosterone it needs. Over time, this leads to low energy, weak erections, and even a smaller size. But once you fix this, the results can be life-changing. You can eat right, you can exercise, you can take all the right supplements. But if your sleep is failing you, none of it matters. Because while you sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's rebuilding. Testosterone is produced, growth hormone is released, blood vessels repair themselves. But what if, night after night, your body never gets the chance? What if, instead of deep restorative sleep, you're caught in a cycle of silent suffocation? And what if this hidden problem is quietly draining your energy, wrecking your testosterone, and setting you up for long-term decline? The truth is, it's happening to millions of men, and most have no idea. The hidden threat: sleep apnea and oxygen deprivation. Ever wake up feeling like you barely slept? Groggy, sluggish, and just off, even after a full night in bed. You assume it's just normal aging. But in reality, your body might be fighting every single night to keep you alive. It's called sleep apnea, and it's one of the most underdiagnosed and devastating conditions for men over 50. Here's what happens. Your airway collapses while you sleep. Oxygen levels drop. Your brain panics, forcing you awake for a split second to breathe. This can happen dozens, sometimes hundreds of times a night. And each time it happens, it disrupts deep sleep, slows recovery, and shuts down testosterone production. And the scariest part, you probably don't even know it's happening. A slow, silent decline. Sleep apnea isn't just snoring. It's a slow-motion disaster for your body. 1. Testosterone takes a hit. Studies show that men with poor sleep can have up to 15% lower testosterone, and in severe cases, even more. Why? Because testosterone is released during the deepest stages of sleep. But if your body keeps waking up, even for just a second, you never reach those levels. 2. Blood flow and performance plummet. Erections aren't just about testosterone. They're about circulation. And when sleep apnea starves your body of oxygen, your blood vessels suffer. Less oxygen means weaker circulation, and weaker circulation means, well, you know the rest. 3. Fatigue, brain fog, and crushed energy. Think about the last time you pulled an all-nighter. Remember how wrecked you felt the next day? Now imagine your body living in that state, every night for years. Sleep apnea doesn't just hurt your nights. It steals your days, leaving you tired, foggy, and running on empty. James was 55, a former athlete, still in decent shape, but something was off. He woke up exhausted, even after 8 hours in bed. His workouts felt harder, his focus at work gone, and in the bedroom, let's just say, things weren't working like they used to. At first he blamed stress, then aging, then low testosterone. But then his wife told him something shocking. You stop breathing in your sleep. James was skeptical. He wasn't overweight. He didn't snore that badly. But after a sleep test, the results were undeniable. He was waking up 48 times per hour. 48 times per hour. No wonder he felt dead inside. But here's the good news. Once he fixed it, everything changed. With the right sleep adjustments, his energy came roaring back, his focus sharpened. And when it came to his performance, let's just say his wife noticed immediately. How to take back your sleep and testosterone. If any of this sounds familiar, waking up tired, groggy, drained, don't ignore it. Here's how to fight back. 1. Improve nasal breathing with mouth taping. One of the simplest and most effective tricks, mouth taping. When you breathe through your nose, your body gets more oxygen, nitric oxide production increases, and sleep quality improves. But if you sleep with your mouth open, you're more likely to snore, choke, and experience sleep apnea. A small piece of medical tape over your lips at night can train you to breathe properly, and for some men, this alone makes a huge difference. 2. Track your sleep. Know what's happening. You can't fix what you don't measure. Devices like the Oura Ring or Whoop band can track your oxygen levels, sleep disruptions, and overall quality of rest. If you notice constant wake-ups or low oxygen levels, it's a red flag that needs attention. 3. Get tested for sleep apnea. If you wake up exhausted no matter what, it's time to see a specialist. A simple at-home sleep study can reveal if you have sleep apnea. And if you do, there are solutions. Nasal strips or mouthguards to keep airways open. Positional training. Some men only experience apnea when sleeping on their back. CPAP therapy. For severe cases, this machine keeps your breathing steady all night. Bottom line, fixing your sleep isn't optional. It's life-changing. Don't let your nights steal your days. Here's the truth. Sleep apnea is one of the most overlooked causes of low testosterone, weak performance, and fatigue. Even mild sleep disruptions can lower testosterone by 15% or more. If you're waking up groggy, foggy, or drained, your sleep might be failing you. And the best part, you can fix it. By improving nasal breathing, tracking your sleep, and getting tested if needed, you can reclaim your nights, and with them, your energy, testosterone, and drive. But even if your sleep is perfect, there's one more mistake that's killing your testosterone every single day. Mistake number 5, chronic stress, wrecking your performance. Most guys don't realize just how much stress is killing their manhood. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that directly destroys testosterone. It also tightens blood vessels, wrecks your sleep, and kills your desire. But here's the thing, there's a simple, science-backed way to lower stress in just 3 minutes a day. And once you do, your performance comes roaring back. You can lift weights, you can eat right, you can even get perfect sleep. But if you ignore this, all your efforts could be wasted. Because the biggest testosterone killer isn't just physical. It's mental, and it's happening to you right now, whether you realize it or not. Chronic stress and cortisol overload. You wake up, check your phone, emails, news, notifications. Your brain goes from 0 to full-blown stress mode in seconds. Then there's work, bills, family responsibilities, and the constant pressure to keep everything together. The problem? Your body doesn't know the difference between a financial worry and a physical threat. It reacts the same way. Stress hormone cortisol floods your system. Blood pressure spikes. Your body shifts into survival mode, shutting down anything non-essential, like testosterone production. How stress wrecks your testosterone. Here's the brutal truth. High cortisol will slow testosterone. The longer you stay stressed, the more your testosterone plummets. Studies show that chronic stress can slash testosterone by up to 40%. Why? Because stress tells your body there's a crisis. And when you're in survival mode, your body isn't thinking about muscle growth, energy, or sex drive. It's just trying to keep you alive. And if that stress never stops, your testosterone never recovers. Bill was 54, a successful guy, family man, business owner. From the outside, he had it all together. But inside, he was drowning. Deadlines, debt, the pressure of being the provider. He convinced himself that stress was just part of life, that he had to push through it. But then he started feeling off. His energy was crashing. His workouts felt weaker. His mood tanked. And in the bedroom, let's just say things weren't working like they used to. At first, he blamed aging. But when he got his testosterone checked, it was 30% lower than it should have been. And the cause? Chronic unrelenting stress. Simple stress resets in 3 minutes or less. The good news? You don't need to quit your job or escape to the mountains to lower stress. Small, simple habits can flip the switch fast. Here's how to break the stress cycle in minutes. 1. Deep breathing. 5 breaths to lower cortisol instantly. Sounds too simple? Think again. A few slow, deep breaths can immediately lower stress hormones. Try this. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out slowly for 6 to 8 seconds. Do this 5 times. You'll feel the shift. Your heart rate drops, your mind clears. And most importantly, cortisol goes down, giving testosterone the green light to rise. Dow. Cold showers trigger a testosterone-friendly stress response. Ever wonder why athletes swear by ice baths? Cold exposure forces your body to adapt, lowering cortisol and boosting testosterone. Even just a 30-second blast of cold water at the end of your shower can lower stress, improve circulation, boost energy and focus, and over time, it conditions your body to handle stress better. 3. Walk it off. 10-minute walks cut cortisol by 30%. One of the most underrated testosterone hacks? Walking. Not running, not lifting, just a slow, relaxed walk, preferably outside. Studies show that a 10-minute walk can lower cortisol by up to 30%. And if you do it in sunlight, you get an added testosterone boost from vitamin D. Control stress, control your testosterone. Look, stress isn't going away, but if you don't manage it, it'll manage you. And the cost? Your energy, your drive, your manhood? The good news? You don't need drastic changes. Just 3 minutes a day can reset your system. 5 deep breaths, a quick cold shower, a short walk in fresh air. Do this daily and you'll feel the difference fast. You've made it this far, and that tells me something important. You're the kind of man who cares about his health. The kind of man who refuses to sit back and let time dictate his future. And now you have something most men never get, the truth. The 5 silent mistakes that slowly steal your energy, your performance, and your confidence. But here's the thing, knowing isn't enough. It's what you do next that matters. These mistakes sneak up on you, but now you see them coming. And that means you have the power to fight back. But here's the brutal truth. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. After 50, your body doesn't bounce back like it used to. What you ignore today could turn into a permanent problem tomorrow. That's why the time to act is right now. Because you're either moving towards strength, energy, and confidence, or you're losing it. If you're serious about protecting your testosterone, I've got something for you. A simple, science-backed men's health checklist covering exactly what to do and what to avoid to keep your body and mind performing at their best. Want it? It's free. Just comment "protect" below and I'll send it straight to you. Aging is inevitable, but decline, that's a choice. You don't have to accept fatigue, low drive, and fading strength as just part of getting older. Because the truth is, you can take control. You can keep your edge, your energy, your confidence. And it all starts with small daily actions. This is just the beginning. So if you haven't already, subscribe because you don't want to miss what's coming next.